Jairek, my first question is that many people attend seminars and take courses but don't take any action.
Yeah.
Why is that?
So two parts. One, the presenter doesn't know how to present it in a way that causes people to want to take action. And then two, people don't know how to lead themselves. And what I mean is, if you think of levels of leadership, if you want to lead a company, if you want to lead a group of people, if you want to lead your family, if you want to lead yourself, is where it starts. You got to learn, how do you inspire yourself to action? Be the kind of person that when you say you're going to do it, you do it. If you say, I'm going to work out and I'm going to go lift weights every morning for the next 10 days, if you only do it 3 out of the 10 days, you don't have really good self-leadership. You can't lead yourself. But if you're the type of person, a man of your word or a woman of your word, that when you say, I'm going to do it for 10 days, you do it for 10 days. That you can count on yourself. If you can produce that level of accountability inside of yourself, then you can now elevate to level 2, which is the ability to get other people to do it as well. And level 2, really simple, is they do it when you're there. So, if you went and looked at an athletic sports team, when their coach is there, they run really hard. They jump really high. They put in all their effort. But when the coach walks away, do they keep putting in the same effort? Do they keep trying just as hard? Do they keep running just as fast? Or do they stop? Level 2 leadership is they only do it when you're there. Level 3 leadership is, do you have the ability to get yourself to do it, to get them to do it when you're there? And they're just as intense when you leave. So you put a video on and leave, and they run just as hard. They jump just as high. They push just as hard the whole time, whether you're there or not. Can you inspire action even when you're not there? And then number 4, can you teach them how to inspire other people to that same level of action? Can you transfer that knowledge to somebody so that they can go get people to elevate to level 3? And if you can do that, now you've really mastered the concept of leadership. But why people don't do what they say they're going to do most often comes down to the inability to lead themselves to action. Now, if we open that up and say, what causes someone to want to take action, more often than not, it's having deep certainty that they're going to experience more of what's most important to them in life immediately if they choose to take action now. And I'll give you an example. If I asked you to go find $100,000 and give it to me, how inspired would you be to figure that out? Now, you know me, so you might be inspired, but if random stranger, you never met him before in your life, you'd be like, I'm not going to give you $100,000. Are you crazy? No. Like, oh, you're not inspired to do it. And I said, well, what's most important to you? And they said, becoming very rich and powerful. I said, okay. What if you give me $100,000 and I'll give you $200,000 back in return? Now, that's a nice proposal, but they would have some questions. Is it real money? How do I know it's not fake? How do I know it's really $200,000? So let's say I have a briefcase. I'm like, it's right here in the briefcase. They'd want to go to the bank and say, can I have the bank count it? Can I have them put the marker on it and make sure it's not fake? Let's say it's we do the marker, we do the count. Yep, 200,000. Okay, good. It's all there. Now what do they want to know? What's the catch? Why am I going to give you 100 and you're going to give me 200? What do you want? Why are you doing this? And I tell them my core intent. I'm just trying to help people double their money. Now it depends on how much they trust me. So they ask friends, has anyone done this? And 5 people go, I did it. It works. Really, you give him the 100, he gives you 200, everything's good. And they're like, nothing bad happens? No, you just double your money. If all of that was true, how many people do you think would want to make that deal with me every day? All of them. Anybody who could figure out how to get 100 would happily come and trade me for 200. But notice all the information that had to be verified in the middle. Is it real? Is it really 200? Do I trust them? All this stuff. We do that with ourselves every time we decide we're going to do something. Is it worth it? Will it really get me the result? Is that, do I even want that result? We go through all these same verification processes in our own mind. And so when we sit down with someone and we say, what do you want more of in your life? And they say, I want more time with my family. I said, okay, if you work hard for the first 15 years of your life, like really hard, we can make enough money so that you can work less in the future and spend even more time with your family then. And they go, is that true? Really? Is that how it really works? Can you guarantee that? How do I know? What if I just land up working forever and never get to see my family? And we go through this, and as soon as they believe it, they see a very clear path of how to do it, and they believe, not only they believe that it's possible, but believe it's possible for themselves. All of a sudden, when they have certainty that it'll work, they can do it, and it'll get the result they want, they take action. If you're watching this, you need to subscribe to BNS Goku Great right now. Quick, go do it. No, seriously, go subscribe. Come on, go do it. Okay, there you go. High five. Good work.